Okay, now we're going to graph systems of inequalities. I'm going to remind you of what we had yesterday. If it's a less than or greater than, it's going to be a dashed line. And if it's got the equals with it, it's going to be a solid line. So we're going to remember that. And here we're going to do two things on one graph. So I'm going to start with the first one here. 1/2 x plus 2. So I'm going to start with the 2, 1, 2, put my dot there. Then I'm going to rise 1, run 2, and put my dot right here. And I'm going to do it one more time, just because. Rise 1, run 2, there it is. This one is going to be a dashed line, so I'm going to put my dashed line here. And on this one, I'm going to decide which side of the line is it on. I'm going to pick the point 0, 0, and I'm going to plug it in up here. 0 is less than 0 plus 2. Is 0 less than 2? Yes. So this one gets shaded on this side of the line, and shade very lightly here. I'm going to use a different color for my other one. So this one says -1, so here's my dot, and then -2 over 1, so rise -2 down 1, 2, run 1, rise -2, 1, 2, run 1. And this one is going to be a solid line because it's got the equals under it. Solid line. And this one, I'm going to plug in 0, 0 again. 0 is greater than or equal to -1. Is 0 greater than a negative? Yes, it is. So I'm going to shade on the pink one. I'm going to shade on this side of the line. And what you should notice is that in this section, the two shaded parts overlap. So I'm going to get a highlighter out, and I'm going to shade in this portion of my graph, because this is where the two parts overlapped. And this is the answer to my problem. This is the part where it overlaps. All right, let's do another one, just make sure we got it. Okay, it goes through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/3, rise 2, run 1, 2, 3. And then this is a solid line because it's got the equals under it. Check if 0, 0 works. 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 is less than 4. That's true. That's a yes. So this side is a yes for this one. Let's do the other one. -1, and then a slope of 2/3. Rise 1, 2, run 1, 2, 3 right here. This one is a dashed line. And we notice these lines are parallel. And this one, if I plug in 0, 0, 0 is greater than 0 minus 1. Is 0 greater than a negative? Yes. So on this one, I'm going to shade on this side of the line where 0, 0 is. And what we notice is this one is actually in the middle is where it overlaps. So this one's going to be this portion right here. So it's usually something that's like this shape, like a piece of pie. But sometimes it can be a funny shape if they're parallel. And then here's our last one we're going to do today. It wouldn't be complete if I don't do some of our tricky lines, just to remind you about these. So our tricky lines, x is 3, is 1, 2, 3. This is the x. Here's my dot. This is going to be an up and down line, and it's going to be a dashed line. 1, 2, 3, dash, 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 dash. And which side of the line? Pick 0, 0. 0 is greater than 3. No, that's not right. So I have to shade on the other side of that line. All right, y is less than 1, so that's at y. And here's 1. Here's my dot. That one's going to be solid because it's got the equals. And then I'm going to pick 0, 0 again. 0 is less than 1. That is a yes. So I'm going to shade on this side of this line. And we see the part that overlaps is this part over here. So I'm going to take my highlighter, and it goes from here like this. This is the part where it overlaps.